Hello everyone, this is Theme Park Central, and today I'm going to do the fifth episode of Disney Expansions. This is Animal Kingdom. After Animal Kingdom, we're going to what new parks, what new water parks, what could Disney do outside of the four theme parks that they have. So that'll be the next video. But this one's interesting because looking at a ride distribution map, we only have looks like five, six, seven rides, I think. Yeah, like 7 or 8 rides. Yeah, so we're gonna have 8 rides in this park. Not anymore though, because they closed down Primeval War. So we're down to just 7 rides and 4 shows. So not much to do at Animal Kingdom. It's a half-day park. That's my opinion on it. Right now it's a half-day park. They need to add a lot more to it. They've got plenty of room, but I just don't know what they could add. I have some opinions. I don't like all of these. But let's have a look at the expansion plots for Animal Kingdom. So number 3, that's kind of right by Pandora and in between there and the Africa land. Number 1, that's a large area in the back area of the park. And then number 2, it's more an extension of number 1. That's behind Everest, and it's actually swampland, so you can kind of ignore number 2. It's not the best room for building. But here are my ideas for what you can do. The first one is going to be a retheme, and so Kali River Rapids it's not the best ride. I know it's a fun rapids ride, but it's too short and it just doesn't have that much going on during it. I love those rapid rides. They're great for Florida. Everybody says Animal Kingdom it's the hottest park, which I don't know, that's debatable. I feel like there's plenty of shade also in Animal Kingdom, but maybe it's the most humid park. Maybe it's not necessarily the hottest park. But I think you definitely need more to look at on the Kali River Rapids rides. So I think that retheming it to a movie, and I know IP takeover is what's going on in Disney, but you need some IP in Animal Kingdom, believe it or not. You also need some more original rides, but I just don't know what the original ride would be. So an option would be to retheme this to the Jungle Book, have all the Jungle Book characters, but at the same time, having animal animatronics just seems out of place and a little rude in a theme park. Just like you have the animatronics right next to the real animals, so that's a little weird. You have those monkeys on that island, and then right over there you have a animatronic Baloo character or whatever. So that would be pretty funny, but that's the problem about Animal Kingdom, and that's that like you can't really use animals from IPs because you'd have to like make an animal version of them. So the better option for this ride is to add more animals. You already have the monkey area. Maybe add a few more of those and a few more habitats over here. Sure, this you'd have to level out most of this, but you wouldn't be damaging much area. This would probably leave the Jungle Trek undisturbed and the Yak and Yeti restaurant and all that should be fine. So yeah, I think it would be a good idea to add some animals to this ride, and maybe then you could tie it in with the education stuff or conservation, all that stuff, because you want to inform your guests as well as entertaining them. So that would be pretty good. I think I like the second option there better. I just don't know if they could pull it off. It's a bigger task. So then moving on, we have the whole Dinoland area, which used to be decent. Now it's just not good. I feel like the paint colors are fading away. It's just not as entertaining. You used to have Primeval World there. I know the picture still shows it, but it's gone now. So that it's gone. And now you just have the spinner ride, some of the games, you do have some restaurants, and then you also have the dinosaur ride. So I don't know if they would keep the dinosaur ride. Personally, I think this would be my idea, and I don't know if this is the best IP for this park, but I've just heard it being talked for. And this is the Indiana Jones themed land. So you would actually retheme dinosaur. It would be just like the one that is in California, the kind of ride that they have for Indiana Jones. I'm not sure what they call it, the Temple of Doom or something like that in California. And so you basically have that style of ride, which is already in place with dinosaur, but rethemed. And then you would also have room for a roller coaster that would kind of take the place of the Dinorama. That's the carnival area. So I know the dinosaurs, like you need dinosaurs in an animal park, kind of, but just Disney they don't have Jurassic World. So that's the problem for Disney in the dinosaur department. And so yeah, and then tying it back into animals and education, maybe you could have this being the reptile land. You have the snakes because Indiana Jones gets scared of snakes, and then you talk about snakes a little bit, and then maybe some other animals or something like that. Maybe this is the reptile land. And then I give this one about a 25% chance in the next 10 years. I mean, they need to do something with this land. It's just dead, so they need to do something with it. I hope they announce something at the next D23 for it. So here in this back section of the park would be the Zootopia land, and this one I do not like. I'm just going to say that. I know they're building this in Shanghai, I believe. I'm giving this an 11% chance for the next 10 years and a 22% chance for the next 20 years. This would probably be a carbon copy of the one that's in Shanghai just because that's what they've been doing lately. But I do not like this idea. Like I said earlier with the Jungle Book, you'd have to have the animatronic animals in the animal park right next to the safari and all that stuff in the jungle trek, and that just feels weird to me. It doesn't feel right. As for what they could put back here, probably some kind of like something else. I'm just brainstorming. This is not the main idea for back here, but maybe some more safari area, just more places to look at big animals and that kind of stuff. Just more room for looking at animals back here. But yeah, there is actually quite the problem with Animal Kingdom, and that's that like there's a okay amount of stuff there. Avatar was great, but it's almost like the park has hit its ceiling, which is a weird thing to say for Disney parks. But there's just not much to do here, but you can't add much more because the IPs don't work too well in Animal Kingdom unless there's some kind of fantastical, mythical like Avatar was. But I just can't imagine something that's like Avatar that they could add in. I just don't know of that. Now, they could always expand Avatar, and I would be totally fine with that. Don't they have Avatar 2 or something coming up in the next few years? That would be a great way to expand Avatar Land. One more idea, though, and this is another problem with the animal animatronics, but I think this fits in much better. And this would be the Lion King log flume. I'm giving this 20% in the next 10 years. And you can see it's just a test parking lot there right now, so this would be fine to replace. And it would go right next to the Festival of the Lion King, which would work pretty well. So you'd basically be going through the story, but there would also be a thrill ride. You have these big drops. So, yeah, this one would work pretty well. In the inspiration for the log flume, it's like the river where they sing Akuna Matata and all that kind of stuff. It would have a lot of those cool scenes from the movie. And yeah, this one you could use screens for the characters, but once again, the animatronic animals. But this one I feel like is better than the other two. So that is going to do it for this video. I will be back with another one of these, but I don't exactly know when. It's going to be later than the usual Saturday. It's probably going to be sometime the next week after that, so stay tuned for this video. As for the week in Disney news, I do not have one of those scheduled to come out soon. I will be doing a Star Cruiser review. Now, I haven't ridden the Star Cruiser, but a review of that just based on the footage will be coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And then I have a few more vlogs as well. So this is Theme Park Central. Bye.